My mother told me I had no right to my grandmother's jewelry on the morning of my wedding. She didn't know my grandmother had already made sure I'd never need her permission. My whole life, my mother favored my older sister. Quietly, consistently, in 100 small ways I'd stopped counting by the time I was 20. The bigger bedroom, the paid-for car, the assumption, never spoken but always felt, that my sister simply mattered more. I made peace with it, mostly by building a life my mother had very little influence over. I moved 4 hours away for university, built a career, and fell in love with someone patient enough to understand why family dinners made me quiet. When I got engaged, my grandmother, my father's mother, the one person in that family who'd always treated me like I was enough exactly as I was, pulled me aside privately. She had a small wooden box of jewelry, pieces going back 3 generations, and she told me quietly that she wanted me to have it for my wedding day. I already had it appraised and put in writing, she said. Notarized, dated, sealed. Your mother doesn't get a vote on this one. I didn't fully understand why she'd been so formal about it until months later. The morning of my wedding, my mother and sister arrived at the hotel room where I was getting ready. My mother saw the jewelry box on the vanity, and her face changed instantly. That's not appropriate for you to wear, she said. That should go to your sister. She's the older one, and frankly, she's earned family things like this in a way you haven't. My sister said nothing, just looked at the floor, clearly having heard this plan already discussed without me. I didn't raise my voice. I simply reached into my wedding bag and pulled out a folded copy of the notarized gift letter my grandmother had given me 8 months earlier, explicitly naming me, explicitly dated, with a clause stating the jewelry was a personal gift outside of any future estate matters, immune to family dispute. Grandma already handled this, I said, in writing, months ago. My mother's mouth opened, then closed. There was nothing left to argue. My grandmother, quietly, had outthought her by nearly a year. Part 5. Closing. I wore that jewelry down the aisle. My mother sat through the ceremony in silence, and we've spoken maybe 5 times since. Always carefully, always distant. But my grandmother was there in the front row, smiling in a way I understood completely. She'd given me more than jewelry that day. She'd given me proof, in writing, that I was worth protecting. Subscribe to Rise and Reckoning for more stories of quiet justice. Comment below. Has anyone in your family ever tried to decide what you deserved?